From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Block with a quick throw out to Judy. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Third down.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Locke. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off around the 37. So that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
We got three.
Michelle going to try again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Demir Bird, his second touchdown on the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Clock on the give, it's Lindsay. Lindsay, first down and more than that. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown.
K.J. Hamler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The kick is
And he
good.
puts it through.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Stidham will hand here to Michel. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Let's go, 56, Mike, 56, right there.
Now it's Stidham. Throw caught here by Bird. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Michel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup on 16. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it. This is Michel, and he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Now Stidham on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Michelle. There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Following the penalty, Michelle. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
36-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Stidham. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd down, Michelle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
To 7.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the ground, Michelle. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next the score, Patriots 14, Broncos 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosazon to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Michel. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Stidham. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And they will run it with Michel. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Patriots 21, Broncos 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Block working out of the gun. And his throw is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
56 to Mike, boy, 56.
To throw again. Block. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
On 3rd down, block. And that is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Go to cancel out a very nice return on the punt.
And that one was a hold. And I don't know what the percentages are between holding calls and illegal blocks in the back, but both of them go a long way towards wiping out nice returns.
He's got a 1st down and more past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now the second down throw on target. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
He was tackled.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, Michelle. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They go play action now. Stidham. Forced out to his left. And this is incomplete.
Stidham.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Third and long, it's Stidham. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10-10.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Lock. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Lock. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Lindsey. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsey as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Patriots 21, Broncos 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Down back at the 16-yard line.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Final play of the half, it's Stidham. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now Stidham on second down. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Here I come. Here I come. Forward is mine. Forward is mine. Bring it. Bring it. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Stidham. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Randy Bullock.
That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
On the ground is Michel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my...
Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
21.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And they will take a 7-point lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, they run with Michel. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And Stidham throws another interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. If you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Stidham going to lead the Pats up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll hand this to Michel to get things started. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On the handoff, it's Michel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield, hit you little people.
Good run there. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Stidham will hand here to Michel. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Simmons on the tackle.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stidham from the shotgun. Eluding the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Von Miller able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA and power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. To throw again. Lock. And that'll be incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
from midfield. Here's Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
10-yard line.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Stidham sets to throw on first. And that is incomplete here.
Stidham
got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second down now, Michel. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Sony Michel on the carry. Justin Simmons on the tackle. A gain of 1. Brings up third down and 9.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Patriots.
New England on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Stidham. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run with Michel. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
So that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And it's Michel once again, and he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 24. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A gain of 6.
New England on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
16-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now they'll throw it with Stidham. Flush to his right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That's good.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are back within a score. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it, and that's caught inside the 35. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 63 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Patriots.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Being chased out left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half. No quit in him. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Stidham to throw it. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
It's fourth down.
Here we go with Michel. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Stidham again here on 2nd and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaac Yedem picks it. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. They'll go again with Lindsey. Lindsey, first down and more than that. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, 35 yards. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Stidham. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
48-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Stidham. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Rashad Perriman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Patriots